Heisman Trophy winners, legendary coaches, and today the Seminole War chant will be rocking this place. The Noles will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Maryland's offense takes the field for the first time today. And here he is, one of the best receivers in the game, and he just commands attention both from the defense and from the fans.
Yeah, he's a guy you got to keep your eye on, and you're going to see him line up all over the field in this game. He can play in the slot, he can play out wide, he can run the entire gamut in the route tree as well. Really nothing this guy can't do.
Scanning the field, it's Bauer. This time it's complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Grabbed over the middle, it's straight. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. The Terrapins will have it 1st and 10. They're going to run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Gets it out fast. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. And the Terrapins send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. The Seminoles offense has the ball for the first time. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back, and this defensive end can put him there often.
And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Spits it out to the back. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
The Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Fires to the right. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida State. He'll try to tack on one more. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Terrapins will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets a block. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. The option look. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
He caught it.
Yeah, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great.
Just steamrolling the defense. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Seminoles. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, heavyweights trading punches today in a top 5 battle, and now it's a final. Kansas State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in the Little Apple. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been those K-State fans who will enjoy this win. A top 5 clash and a thoroughly impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. To the air, it's Bauer. Finds a spot in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point. But finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And third and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that is beautiful execution by the defense. What do I do with that option? String him along. Don't let him make a quick decision. Don't let it be obvious. Did a good job slow playing it, stretching it out. Everybody being able to run to the football, use the sideline as a defender. Nice job by the defense.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball, too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? The Seminoles line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Bauer. Fires to the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And the Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Got his man on the outside. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They're bringing heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And there is little more difficult to defend than pressure right up the middle, and the big nose tackle brings it there.
And he starts right on the football. A lot of time he gets double-teamed, right? Because he's right there, and you got the guards next to him, but the big fella just uses his power, overpowers the line, gets to the quarterback, and gets the sack.
So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. The Terrapins will punt this one away and see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knocked back.
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They've stumbled a little bit out of the gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down by 2 scores.
Yeah, and their defense needs to help them out and get off the field and get them some more possessions. This offense didn't spend a lot of time on the field in the first quarter, David. I think they got to run the ball here and try to establish some rhythm.
They got to establish something, and you're right. You'll wear your defense out, continue. You keep getting the football back to them, to the other offense, you're wearing your defense out, and you'll have no shot to get back.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game. They had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I tell you, they tried to go draw in the middle of the field. That back had nowhere to go with the football. He was tackled right away for a loss.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. And the Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes a move. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Trying to get to it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
He caught it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
You know, and that's real demoralizing for the defense, too, because the coverage on that play wasn't terrible. He just threw it in a place where only his guy could make the catch. There's nothing you could have done defensively.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, no! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Speed behind center cannot be stopped, and the defense really can't even contain it.
No, and especially when the offensive coordinator knows how to use it. You got a quarterback that can run like this, use him early and often.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. He's right on target. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Terrapins are in the hurry-up.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get into the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Trying to find his man on first down. Got it! He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State. And the extra point makes it 28-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Utah delivered a masterpiece performance today and gave notice to the rest of college football. This is a team that can win anywhere, anyway against just about any opponent. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Dropping back, it's Bauer. It's on target and complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
You know this defense loves to play a lot of zone coverage, so you're seeing this offense now attacking that. They're letting the receivers find the soft spots in the zones so they can advance the football.
Had to get rid of it quickly. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to get it through the air. Coming after him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man by himself. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. The run to the left. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He lets one fly deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Seminoles decide to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. He gets it away from his own end zone. And after the punt, that's where they'll mark it, just outside the 30-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He'll start this drive firing. Got his man quickly. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's going to pass on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Banks. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, and maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. He's going to pass. Oh, he wants it all. He can haul it in, incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise, we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee.
The Terrapins will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Shakes off the defender. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He wants to throw. Got it set up on the outside. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump them the football, let them make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. The give. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They're trying to go option, and they're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Gets open down the middle. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
The official says no good. Instead, they blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Snagged in the middle. It's Russo. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. A new set of downs after the completion. Let's go! Looking to move it through the air. Getting some heat. It's complete to the right.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And the Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it and still on his feet. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed.
They'll go to the ground.
It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. That's caught. It's Banks.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his arm talent to make big-time throws.
At the 40, there he goes. Can anyone catch him? A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
And it's plays like that that galvanize a home crowd. Just listen to this place right now. It was an awesome job on the scramble, getting what he could get, breaking free, and creating an explosive play. But this is where the home field advantage really kicks in. You get this crowd and this volume rocking, man, they are hard to beat at home when they sound like that.
Quickly complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on 3rd down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown, Seminole! And the punishment has been extended. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Bauer. Quick strike complete. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's off to the races. And there was lots of space as he gets into the 39-yard line.
No secret sauce, no tricking people. 3rd down and 1. I got to be the more physical team, Jesse, and they were.
And it's so nice, too, when you've got playmakers like that guy that can take a play that's only designed maybe to get a couple of yards and turn it into a big gainer. This offense is loaded with weapons.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, give on the inside. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. Got the 1st down and more. And it's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Hey, you know what's really easy? It's easy to say, hey, quarterback, run out there, pitch off of that guy, and now your running back gets to go play one-on-one with somebody else. It's got to all work timing-wise, and the defense did a great job flying up, nowhere to go, make the play, make them make a quick decision, and you get the fumble and recover it in the backfield.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Hands it off. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Brings up 2nd down. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Running back searching for a hole. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting 1st downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense. And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point, it seems.
Ball in the air, intercepted! Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed them clock.
Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. The aerial assault continues. He's got it to the 43-yard line, and a 1st down for this offense.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive game.
He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Using the quick game. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody in bounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, no! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And no chance at a return here. At their own 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
They're trying to get to him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
He lobs one high down the left side. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Tipped ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Offense gets set for second down. Reads it, fires complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
A strike downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And the Noles have it in scoring position on first and goal. Calls his own number. Touchdown, Florida State! And the beatdown has ensued. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Kennesaw State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to at KSU. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. And he throws another interception. His third one of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Seminoles. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's going to pass. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
They want to just keep throwing it. Caught behind the line. It's Wall. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick. Get it to your playmakers in space. Get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They need the 40 to convert here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught near the sticks. It's Cobb. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Terrapins with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. They've got the screen set up. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down. Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Dumps it to the back. On target. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming in this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Stark. It's complete on the right side. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Gets it out quickly.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop them.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll try it again. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out because this wasn't a great day.
After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching